Good afternoon, Gills fans. Welcome back to the final match day live of the season. Last home game today before the season finishes at Blackpool next Saturday. Gillingham at home to Charlton, but not Steve Lovell's Gillingham. I'm sure you're all aware that Mr. Lovell was somewhat surprisingly sacked yesterday afternoon. We're not going to go into too much detail on the match day live. There will be a separate video coming out. We're going to try and get some fan reactions to that news whilst at the ground today. But in terms of today's football match, I've just said to Boz Stocky that I don't think the preparation's going to be affected too much in terms of team selection. Everything would have probably been done already, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's not too many changes, even with Lovell here, that he probably would have made, really, for the last few games. So
no, exactly. It's been pretty consistent, and that stood us in good stead.
Itself, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, there's no changes at all from Bradford, so...
Depends what type of Charlton's going to turn up, you know, will they rest a few?
We've just seen Lyle Taylor.
No, Lyle Taylor ruled out by injury apparently, but Josh Parker's still not in the team, so I'm not sure who their centre forward is. But I mean, they've still got some good players, haven't they?
Kelly, I think, will be their striker.
And so, kids, close your ears. Apparently they've got a player called Dick Steele. Dick Steele. No, it's not Mikel Antonio, for those that are watching the Tottenham West Ham game. Yeah, Joe Aribo. Johnny Williams.
Playing higher up, yeah,
Johnny Williams at quality.
Absolute class at this level, yeah. We spoke about him on the preview, didn't we, and said that if it weren't for injury, he'd be playing in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It was at Sunderland last season, wasn't he, in the Championship?
Yeah, a lot of injuries.
We did, obviously, score predictions Thursday night before the bombshell of yesterday, and I said a 2-1 win. I'm going to stick with it. You've changed your mind.
And I just wonder what the players' mindset is going to be.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I fancy, even before the Lovell news, I fancied us to get something. I think it'd probably be 1-0 as well.
Which wouldn't be a disaster, would it?
No,
I think against the team that's fourth in the table.
Take a point, yeah. Happily take a point.
Right, there you have it. 2 draws. No, but you've changed yours to a defeat, haven't you, Boz?
No, he's gone 1-0 as well.
Yeah, 1-0.
I said 2-1 in the car. Make your mind up, you big girl. Right, anyway, 2 draws and a win, I think. Sorry?
Can you still be seen with us after you?
Well, I'll take the pound off you when we come off this.
Yeah, I thought you was too big time for us now.
I'm not Sean. Right, we'll see you in the ground. Special guest today, Elijah, who's a big fan of the channel, you tell me. Watch us grab it on and talk about the rubbish every week. He's come on the vlog today as a special guest. What are you thinking in terms of team selection? Good team?
I haven't actually seen it.
I think it's the same as at Bradford, I think. So it's Campbell and Liz and another one. You're excited to see them? You've got some Tommy.
I like the big boys, but I really like the big.
Yeah, I think it's going to be nice if Tommy's comes on maybe in the second half. Yeah, and what do you think the score's going to be today?
I'm trying to think what it is there, and I think the score will be 2-1.
I'd say 2-1 to Gills, so yeah, hopefully we'll be right, and that'll be a good end to the season for the home games, won't it? Right, in your high five, thanks for coming on, mate. Cheers. And what do you say to the Gills fans?
Come on, the Gills.
joined by Glenn Acker, 80s Hog on Twitter, on his thoughts for the game. I know you've just been speaking to Stocky and Boz regarding the other news that broke yesterday, so we're not going to go into that too much, but I've heard your reaction, obviously shocked like plenty of us, I think.
Yeah, very shocked, mate, very shocked. I will use the term, I feel hollow. Seems that today's result, you know, okay, from a footballing perspective, it's irrelevant. We're safe, Charlton are in the playoffs, can't get automatic. I just feel hollow. Obviously, I like to see the Gills win, but yeah, I don't know what to make of it, mate. To be honest, the thoughts
in terms
on
of today and the team line-up, what do you make? I mean, obviously for me, I think it's Steve Lovell's team. He'd have picked it yesterday morning before this meeting's occurred. So I think if we win and anyone comes out and said, "Oh, look what happens when the manager goes," I think that's a load of nonsense because this is Steve Lovell's side today. He's picked it. I don't think Mark Patterson's had any input into it.
I agree with you. Again, it's an attacking team. I think we're going to take it to Charlton today. I think they've rested their star player. As far as
Injured, I believe.
Oh, injured.
Ruled
Okay.
out with injury, Lyle Taylor, but still no Josh Parker in the team. But they've still got bags of quality, and they the likes of Johnny Williams, Joe Aribo, that type of thing. So it's going to be a good game. Score prediction, I've said 2-1.
Actually, I said 3-2 Gills.
My scoring like last season was 5-2 when it Plymouth.
Yeah.
We could have a situation here if Charlton decide to have a real go in the last sort of roll of the dice of nicking second, then they could be open defensively, which could make for an interesting game. But yeah, I think it'll be a good game, and hopefully we can get something and end another inconsistent season on something of a high on the pitch, but obviously with all this stuff going on off it.
There will be. Let's just hope it's a good game. It's a shame the circumstances. To be honest, I'm feeling it, and there are a lot of people here also. So yeah, let's hope it's a great game. Charlton have brought a lot down, fair play to them. It's only a short distance, but 2,500, I believe.
Yeah, so it should be a decent crowd. Hopefully, if we've got at least 5 in here again, it'll make for a decent atmosphere.
It will, mate. Let's have a good game, and looking forward to next season already, to be fair.
Indeed.
All right, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. First shot at anger from Charlton Campbell, really smart turn to keep, had to flick it over for a corner, I think. We looked alright, haven't we, first 20 minutes?
I think so. Once or twice they've given us a couple of issues.
Johnny Problems is calling us a Williams. We've got a corner here, so we'll stay with us a second. Luke O'Neill out swinging. Oh, he's overdone that a bit. Max Amar, yeah, he's had to reach for it. And now Rebo's on a break. Luckily it's Elliot List up against him. He's done well to hold him up. No, and then they've got away again. Stay here a minute. We look covered in the box. Elliot. Yeah, well done, Elliot List. Regan's done well. It's gone out for a corner. But yeah, it's been a pretty even game and it's quite open. 0-0, Crocs just sits over the 21. 1-0 down. I think they get a massive bit of luck with a clearance that lands right at the feet of Joe Aribo. It's a good finish.
O'Neill can't make a tackle because he does, the guy goes down.
Yeah, because he's been booked as well already, and who is it sticks out a leg and deflects it away, but it lands right at Aribo's feet, and he's just slammed it in the bottom corner, unfortunately, which is a shame because we've been decent. That work to do. 24 played, 1-0 down. So it's about the fourth corner we've had.
Yeah, we get to
2 from each side, I think.
it.
Swinging, that's decent.
Well,
Well, they're going to break, unfortunately. That's 3 times now. They broke really quickly from corners, but Gills has done well. Had that smack Steve Evans in the face. Throw into Charlton. Game over, 2-0, Josh Cullen.
I think so. We were just saying how on top they were. Is it Handler, was it? He was raising the foul inside.
He's fouled, yeah. There's centre halves all over the top of him, stops him jumping, but there's a lot of time between that happening and the ball going in the net, and unfortunately Thomas Holy don't cover himself in glory with the first shot.
He's just made a really good save just before
2 seconds before that, yes. Flung his arm up from point blank range and made an absolutely outrageous stop, but
that one, he looks like it's a comfortable one, and he spills it.
he spills it and it's a tackle, and it's a long way back from these now, and the away fans are enjoying their afternoon. Half-time here at the Priestfield, unfortunately the score is Gillingham 0, Charlton Athletic 2. After a bright start, boys, unfortunately we faded a little bit and they've got better and better at playing. 2 proper chances, 2 goals.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've looked good going forward, Charlton. I don't think our midfield's really helping matters. They're getting a lot of time and space to attack down both the flanks, and they do look quite bright, Charlton. But Johnny Williams looks different class. Aribo looks different class. He's running off the ball.
When he's not falling over.
When he's not falling over, there's a decent finish for his goal as well. But I think we've made it a little bit easy for him.
I thought we was unlucky with the first because we cut out the ball that come back into the box and it just landed at Aribo's feet.
Yeah, it kind of bobbled through, didn't it? It kind of hit someone and then in the build-up, so it was a bit fortunate. But yeah, we started off brightly. The first 20 minutes we was...
Tarvon Campbell's done what you've said he's done every time you've seen him play. Started really well and then faded. I thought first 15 minutes he was really good. Created a chance for himself, didn't he? Yeah.
Lopez started really well. Towards the end of the half, drifted off a bit. Charles Cook's probably improved as the half.
He's grown into it, yeah, but it's a lot to do now and expect with 2 goals to find at least in the second half. Without conceding, that is as well.
To play it for the last home game of the season, isn't it? Especially with the news yesterday as well. 2-0 down at half time in our last
it just
home
makes
game.
everything a bit of an anti-climax, unfortunately. Doesn't it? It'd be interesting, I said to Boz, will Mr. Scally come out at the end and do the lap of honour with everyone else?
I think he will. I think he'd be wise not to be honest.
It'd be interesting if he's got the bottle to come out, wouldn't it? But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, not the greatest half. Long way back from here against a very good Charlton side, it has to be said. 2-0 at the break. Free kick here, Boz, what? Well, it's right on the far side of the box, our left-hand side, so it's going to be Luke O'Neill in swinging. It's too tight an angle to shoot, surely.
He's looking at the far corner.
Fair play, if this goes in, it's going to be a worldie.
He's eyeing up that far corner.
Keeper's covered it though, isn't he? Do you think he'd do him with the eyes and maybe go near post? Come on, Luke. It's flat and low and it's been cleared by Aribo, who does do his... It's bounced harmlessly wide, but we started bright in the second half, 2-0, 47 play. Boz, Thomas Holy's just redeemed himself for the first half. That's an outrageous, and he could save that one. Luke O'Neill switches off at the far post, bloke's what, 4 yards out? Slaps it out and he's managed to palm it out, massive hand to keep it out. We've got to defend the corner now though. Headed, no, not headed. It's gone all the way through. Avi Sarr doing bits round Tommy's. The break here though. Go on, Brandon! Don't know why he stopped then. I thought we'd have just got it out of his feet and just kept running, but he's done well to hold it up. We've got a throw on, 2-0, 57. 68 played. We need one of these to go in, don't we? If we think we're going to get anything out of it. Don't go short. It's good. We won't get it, of course we won't. And the centre half's down over his face pretending he's been fouled. It's a joke. There's two of them holding to these at the same time. It's embarrassing. Two of them and they're holding him. And then he's got the audacity to roll around like he's been shot the centre half. Absolute jokes. What's it called? It's brilliant defending in fairness, otherwise we've got a header in. Who was it? Pratley, I think. Come on, Luke, good delivery again.
What's in Lino?
That is overhit it straight out for a goal kick. Still 2-0, 77 on the clock. Josh Parker's just about to come off for Charlton. I hope he gets a good reception. He's done nothing wrong for us. And Johnny Williams, who's coming off, has been first class. Why are we booing him? Turned up when we was at rock bottom and scored a goal that invariably kept us in the division.
What's the push in?
Another corner. We've had plenty. We need to make one count.
He's got
Worth a try, over a kick, and he shanked it wide, unfortunately. Starting to run out of time, 2-0, 81. We have just left the ground for the final time this season, and unfortunately it was all a bit of an anticlimax today, wasn't it, fellas? It finished Gillingham 0, Charlton 2. Damage was done in the first half. Tried to have a go second period, I think, but it just nothing really sat for us, and sometimes we made the wrong decision.
A few balls flashed across the box, a couple of times people didn't gamble. Other times as it Charlton player that's gone off, you know.
Like the keeper trips on it and
Yeah.
gets
Yeah,
away
if that
with it,
goes in,
doesn't
we're right back in it with probably, what, 40 minutes still to play, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, like I say, it's just one of them
Decent side, to be
days.
fair.
I think it summed it up well, into climax. Like this time last year, last home game, we went into the pre-season, or went into summer with a bit of buzz, didn't we, with a decent win.
Yeah, and hopefully we still can. Obviously we've got one more game to play, but in terms of us and home games, it's finished now for a couple of months. Sadly, at the end, everything was about our fans deciding to try and have a fight with the away keeper, which was just brain dead in my opinion. I don't know what it achieves, and they ended up fighting themselves, which was all a bit strange. What was your thoughts on it, fellas?
Not really needed,
No,
was it? It's
no,
really
It's just a
point.
shame. That's it. Everyone's going to be
I don't
talking about.
The Charlton keeper covered himself in much glory either. To be
No, I
fair.
said that as well. He didn't have to turn around and start squirting
Just
water.
walk
at
away
people.
from it. The steward told him quite a few times to walk away, but
Yeah, and
he
he
carried
kept turning
on.
round. Yeah, it's,
Obviously doesn't excuse it, but then he could have just walked off and calmed the matter down.
just a sorry end to a sad couple of days, unfortunately, and just about summed it up over the last sort of 24, 36 hours.
And looks like Mr. Reeves is off by that reaction.
I'd imagine, yeah, there was a proper sort of clap and a lot of photo taking for Mr. Holy, and Thomas Eves it was very apparent he was giving threw his shirt into the crowd. Even he had that took 2 attempts today, unfortunately. The first attempt landed on top of the net. so it didn't even hit that on target. But yeah, an odd end to the season. To everyone who's obviously retweeted and spoke to us and shared all the videos and stuff throughout the season, it is massively appreciated. So from myself, Stocky and Boz for the last time this season, up the Gills.